Watching English TV shows and movies is one of the most effective ways to improve your listening, speaking, and vocabulary in English. Did you know that Stranger Things is one of the most watched TV shows here in the USA? Over 60 million people have watched this Netflix series. Today, I'm going to teach you how you can use this show to improve your English. Hey there, welcome to English with Gabby. I'm Gabby, and in my 10 years of being an English teacher, I've had so many students ask me what TV shows and movies they should watch to improve their English. Now you know one of the shows that I recommend the most, Stranger Things. Are you ready to learn over 60 English words and expressions in English? Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button below so that you can be updated when I post new videos. All right, let's get started. Watch this video before you watch episode 1 because it'll help pre-teach you all the vocabulary words that you're gonna hear. However, if you've already seen episode 1, this will still help you out because now you'll recognize the words that you already heard. So either way, this will still help you out. Let's start with some single vocabulary words. This episode has some pretty challenging words, but I'm gonna teach you some words that are a little bit easier as well. For example, the word shadow. A shadow is a dark form that appears when an object is blocking the light. At first I was scared, but then I realized what I was seeing was only my shadow. Next is to swallow. To swallow is what happens when you put food in your mouth and then you chew it. Then you swallow when the food goes from your mouth down to your throat. Next is the word bickering. Bickering means arguing or fighting. Would you two stop bickering already? To stomp. To stomp is when you hit your feet really hard in the ground, usually because you're angry. Hey, could you stop stomping around up there? You're being really loud. Hey guys, it's 15 after. We gotta go. 15 after is an American English expression for 15 minutes past the top of the hour. For example, if it's 15 after 5, that means it's 5:15. 15 minutes after 5 o'clock. We can also say a quarter after. Hey guys, it's a quarter after 5. Let's go. What a piece of junk. Piece of junk is something that's a piece of garbage. It's really low quality. You just want to throw it away. Hey guys, let's go get a slice. A slice of pizza. A slice of pizza is a piece of pizza, but we don't say piece here in the USA, we say slice. Next, let's talk about all of the phrasal verbs from this episode. Now, keep in mind, phrasal verbs typically have a lot of meanings. One phrasal verb can have 4, 5, or even 6 different meanings. So the meaning that I'm going to teach you is the meaning in context, how it's used in the episode. Remember that phrasal verbs are one of the best types of vocabulary words to learn because we use them all the time in English. The first one is to charge into. If you charge into a place, that means you go really quickly and aggressively. They charged into the room typically means you open the door aggressively and wildly. The next phrasal verb is to make out. To make out is a really popular phrasal verb because it means to kiss passionately. Wow, do you see those two making out over there? To reach out to. To reach out to means to contact someone. Hey, let me reach out to my manager and I'll get back to you tomorrow. Hey guys, wait up. That means wait for me. Wait a second. Now let's learn some really popular expressions. First one, oh my gosh, we're so screwed. This means we're in so much trouble. Either we just did something bad or something bad just happened to you. No, guys, don't do that. It'll ruin the flow. The flow is the pace of how things are going. So if I tell you, don't do that, it'll ruin the flow. That means you're gonna mess up the current situation. You're gonna change it for the worse. Don't change the pace. Leave things the way that they are. Just saying. I don't like her. Just saying. Just saying is typically used when we give an opinion or an expression that is negative or that the other person doesn't agree with. I think she's ugly. Just saying. I'm just telling the truth here. Power will be restored tomorrow. Power here refers to electricity. Restored means put back into working order. So if I say power will be restored tomorrow, that means my electricity will be back soon. Guys, you might want to pack an umbrella. Pack means keep something in a bag, keep something with you, like when you're packing for vacation. So you might want to pack an umbrella means it's gonna rain, keep an umbrella with you so you don't get wet. Wow, get your tickets for the freak show. If someone calls you a freak show, that means they're calling you strange or weird. So if I say, hey guys, get your tickets for the freak show, that means these two losers, these two weirdos, they're coming over, get ready. This is very mean to say to someone, and it's typically used by bullies. Oh my gosh, keep your voice down. That means stop speaking so loudly. Quiet down. Whisper. Oh no, he doesn't like me like that. To like someone like that means to be interested romantically, more than just friends. So he doesn't like me like that, or she doesn't like me like that, or it's not like that. That means there's nothing romantic, just feelings of friendship. In a minute, or wait a minute. This just means wait, be patient, I will be right there, or just wait, I'm almost done. I'm stealthy, like a ninja. Stealthy is someone who can move very quietly and no one knows that you're there. So if I say I'm stealthy, that means I can move really quietly without anyone knowing that I'm there. So I'm stealthy like a ninja is just comparing myself to a ninja because ninjas can move really quietly. Eric asked if I could cover for him. To cover for someone is a common expression that you use when your friend or coworker can't work a specific shift and they want you to replace them. So my best friend asked me to cover for her on Friday. That means you are going to work her shift. Wow, good of you to show up. Show up means appear or arrive. So this expression is kind of sarcastic. Imagine if you're meeting up with your friends and your friend is 2 hours late. When your friend arrives, you could say, oh, good of you to show up. It's a sarcastic way of welcoming them because you're waiting for so long. A pressing matter. Guys, on to a more pressing matter. A pressing matter is a very important matter or important subject that needs to be discussed. So if we're talking about something that's not important, my friend might say, all right, guys, on to a more pressing matter. Like, let's get serious. Let's talk about something more serious and more necessary to discuss. Oh my gosh, I'm going out of my mind right now. This means, gosh, I'm going crazy right now. How you doing so far? I know this is a lot of vocabulary, but if this video's helped you so far, go ahead and hit the like button. Also know that on my website, I have all of this in blog form. So if you want to print it out while you're watching the movie, that's a really great way to reinforce the vocabulary. All right, let's get back to it. Oh my gosh, they sealed off the area. Sealing off an area is when they don't allow people to go to a certain place, usually because some kind of crime or accident happened there. So here in the USA, the police use yellow tape to block off an area and cover the door so that it's sealed off. Guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but blah, blah, blah. This means I hate to bring bad news with me. To be the bearer of bad news means that you're bringing bad news. Ain't she a beaut? Here, beaut is short for beauty. This is a really common expression for a beautiful car. Some people do use it for women or for structures that are beautiful, but it's most commonly used with talking about cars. Ain't she a beaut? Isn't she beautiful? Do I make myself clear? This is a really common expression, typically between people who are having some kind of argument. Do I make myself clear means, do you understand what I'm saying? I got off early last night. That means I finished work early, ahead of schedule. Wow, how did you wind up here? To wind up somewhere is to go somewhere that you originally didn't expect to go. For example, we wanted to go to dinner, but we wound up going to the movies instead. So, we got a deal? This means, do we have an agreement? Do we have an arrangement of some sort? Take it easy. Relax, calm down. Usually we say this with some kind of body language. Take it easy, keep calm. You know, Americans love to use body language. She's gathering all the volunteers she can muster. That means she's looking for volunteers and she's gonna gather as many as possible, as many as she can. Wow, she's a real piece of work. This is referring to someone that's really difficult to work with, someone who has a really difficult personality. Thanks for coming out. To come out means to go to an event that you were invited to. Thanks so much, guys, for coming out is a really common thing for the host to say at the end of the evening or the beginning. All right, guys, just sit tight. Sit tight means don't move, be patient, things are going to happen soon. She's a tad bit skittish. Skittish is someone who's easily scared or worried or anxious. One of the characters in this TV show, I won't tell you who, is a tad bit skittish, meaning they get worried or scared for every little thing that happens. To get another notch on your belt. This is an expression that is talking about men who want to sleep with or have sex with as many women as possible. This is common for friends or parents to say to a girl who's dating a guy who might be a playboy. The parents might say, you're just going to be another notch in his belt, like another check of another girl who had sex with him. Ugh, I should have been there for him. To be there for someone means to support someone during rough times. Look, you have to trust me on this. Trust me on this is when someone is asking for you to trust them in a specific situation. You're being a big sissy. A sissy is usually something that friends might call each other when one is a little bit scared to do something. Typically, this word is for men or boys who are too scared to do something, and we'll say, don't be a sissy. Guys, we should turn back. Turn back means to reverse and go back the same way you came. So if you're going down a path and the path isn't going anywhere, you might say, all right, guys, it's time to turn back. She's got a stick up her butt. This is used to refer to someone who's not fun or flexible. They're very strict and very serious, and they don't like to have fun. He was screwing Chrissy Carpenter. To screw means to have sex. Now, there's a very offensive word that they use. One of them is queer and one of them is FAG. Now, I want to teach you these words because these are very offensive words for homosexual or gay people. So please don't ever use these words in English. In this TV show, they use them because back in the 1980s, these words were very accepted, but now they're very offensive. Have you ever heard any of these 60 words used before? If you have, put them below in the comments. I would love to hear about the words that you have already heard or words that you already know. Also, if you've already watched Stranger Things and you see some words that you don't know, put those words in the comments below and I'll help you define them and teach you what they mean. Well, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy Stranger Things. If you like this video and you want me to do more episodes of Stranger Things, write about it in the comments. I've watched all 3 seasons of Stranger Things and I have vocabulary lists for every one of those episodes. So if you want more, just let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. As usual, share this video with a friend so that they can improve their English too. See you next time.